Welcome to Synergy, Engage to Trust. As you may already know, in order to sell any product and especially services, the client has to first trust you. And in order for them to trust you, you have to engage with them on a continuous basis and keep in touch. Reality is that trust also doesn't just happen overnight. It takes constant contact and engagement. And this app, Synergy, does exactly that. Synergy is the tool to keep engaged with your clients at all times. And now I'm going to show you how it works from the advisor's perspective and how to use Synergy. We first have to sign up and create an account for ourselves. You will need your email address. So I'm going to be creating an generic email address. So let's call John at example.ca. And you create your password and your name. You enter your full name here, and then we put our phone number. And you can also put a picture. We always highly recommend that you fill out as much information as possible, and you can put your title, whatever your title could be, whether whichever profession you're in. I will call it your company name, your realty brokerage. Again, put as much information as possible. So let's go with the company logo. You can put your office phone number, let's say, again, just creating your details and your company address. Let's call it Main Street, Toronto, Ontario. And you can put a description for your profession that gives a little bit more information about you to your clients or the members that are going to see this. So we can fill that out later, but just for information purposes, we definitely recommend you to put your business card because this is something that when the members come, they do see your business card. So it gives them full information right at the front. The unique code at the bottom, so this is a very important code that you can create. I'm just going to create 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be unique. So what happens is anytime that you want to have someone else join you, you would have to give this unique code to them and they can search you up and connect with you accordingly. And then you could become, for example, their advisor. So if it's someone else is searching you. And the same way, if you're connecting with an advisor, which I will show you later, you would need their code in order to log in. So we can go ahead and sign up here. And this creates our account. So right now, currently, there is a subscription, but I'm going to have a complimentary code, which I will enter and I'll be able to sign up. And once you enter the code here, you just click on Get Free for 2020 and you'll be able to get. So as soon as I click the complimentary code or I go with the regular plan, this is the screen that comes up. The screen helps you in terms of guiding you where to start and how to use the platform. Although we're going to go through it, but this is also a really nice guide for you to be able to know how to use the platform, an easier tool. At the bottom, you're going to see the different tabs, for example, activities. Any notifications that you receive from your members, you will receive a notification. That way, you know to be alerted. This is where you engage, so you can post any information, whether it's a listing or a product, depending on the industry you're in. You could engage, and I will go through it. And then this is your advisor. So currently, the way that we're doing this is that you're the advisor, but suppose you're an employee and you want to be part of your corporation, your company, you can have them, and that unique number that I was mentioning is where you will need for your company. And then here is chat. You can have group chats with whether it's your advisors or your members. You would be having to go here. I will go through everything with you. And then this button and this button, this is how to add a member, and this is to add any educational information or training. You click here and you'll be able to add, and then your members will be able to see it. So what, and right here is actually your profile information. At any time you can go and change your business card logo, your password, your picture, anything you need to update, you can do that, and you must always click on update profile. Here is something called tags, which is one of important functions of this platform, that you can tag your members in different categories, or depending on what type of member they are. So that way you can clear, and I'll go through it. So the first step we will start with is we'll click on this plus button, which allows us to enter a member. So you come here and you can create a member. You do have to have their email address. So let's create a member right now, and we call it Nancy at example.ca. And you have to create a password for them. Please note that as soon as you create this and you click on new member, they will actually receive an email on this email that you have for them, and they will get their the link as well as their password, all the information, and they'll be able to connect with you immediately. So here you could put as much information as you have for them. We do recommend to put their full name. If you do have their phone number, you can put their phone number there. And this is important to add a description. So for example, let's call it that Nancy is a investor uh, wanting um, to buy commercial industrial properties. That this helps you because you will be able to identify who she is and what she's looking for at a quick glimpse. And as soon as you click this, she will actually receive an email from you stating that you want to add her as a member. And as I said, the email and the password will be received at the same time as well. So once you do that, you will receive this pop-up which says to create a tag, which I will show you later how to create tags. And right now, just when you click on done, what happens is you get to your home screen and you see that Nancy Brown is your client here. This button right here, the circle, it actually, if it's green, it means she's online, and if it's white, it means that she's not online. You can click on this tab, and you will be able to actually change and update the profile for that if you want to change the password or picture. So it's a good idea always to have a picture of the client. That way you will be able to recognize them better. If you know their title and company information, any information you have, it's always a good idea to update that. They also have the option from their side to do it, but you can do it as well here if you do have the information. You just update that and you see, so you'll be able to recognize them much easier here. So let's go ahead and start trying to engage with Nancy. So let's create a posting. When you click on engage at the bottom, the screen comes up and says start new posting or share an existing posting. If you already have old postings, you can always share them, but since we just created the account, you have to create a new posting and add it here. So what we call it, you can either do it directly to that one member, or you can do it tag based. Remember, we created the tags all commercial and residential. So now we will go and we can select it accordingly. So let's say we just go to Nancy and we want to engage just with Nancy. So if we go and click on Nancy, let's create, since she is a commercial investor, let's create a posting for, let's call it just drive, and this is pre-construction. As much information as you can put for that project. uh, construction project. We can put pictures, we can put videos, whatever information you have on that to be able to share with them. So here, it does have to be an embedded version of the video. You can put the link here, you can put description, you can put 41 units, commercial, pre-construction, um, complex, any information that you have. You can choose to put any other attachments. You can have multiple attachments. I'll just do a couple just for information purposes. And you can basically add it here. And when you click on engaged, you're going to see this will actually be alerted and sent to Nancy. And if you click on Nancy, you're going to see, so you're going to see all the information and details of that project that we have just engaged with her. At the bottom, you'll be able to like it, and she can like it. She'll see the similar as this on her screen. She can comment and get more information. If you click on this, if there's multiple pictures, you will be able to see the pictures, or there's attachments. As you notice, we had an attachment there. So if you click here, you'll be able to see that attachment, and you can add as much as you want. You can actually type and chat with her and say, "Hi, Nancy. Please let me know what you think of this property." And she will get a notification immediately that you have communicated, and you can see right away this will be. So at the same time, she will receive something that you can go back and forth and have communication. You can always go and you can share this with other people if you'd like, or like re-engaging, or you can update this. If you want to add anything else, you want to add more description, you want to add more, let's say there's a floor plan, anything like that, or more pictures, you can click here. You can always do that. That's an option. So whenever, and your member will also have the ability to engage with you, and similarly put any, for example, they have a product or a property that they are thinking of and they want to share with you, they can always do that. So this will be a back and forth communication with them. You can also see the comments, so how many comments, and that way it can tell that this was something that you guys have interacted. You can also click on this and show that you liked it. That way they know that you can prioritize and see these are the likes, and they can do the same thing. That way you will know that this is something of interest to them.